My crafty friends, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. This is Sheree. I'm here with a Thrifty Thursday video for you. So I wanted to share some things I got from Amazon that I thought were really cool and, good prices, and then some things from the thrift store today. So first I wanted to show you, I mentioned these in another video. So I thought I took them out of the box because I couldn't find them that one day I mentioned them. Looked behind me on my dresser and they weren't there, but that's because they were in another spot here in my craft room. But yeah, it's a box of washable glue, glue sticks, and they come like this on, and I get them from Amazon, and this is the second time I've ordered them like this, and they're only like five something, like 582, 589, something like that. And so it seems like it was Labor Day weekend, so I don't know if they make lower the price for back to school or Labor Day weekend. But anyway, I picked up a box because I was almost out. I only have a few left from the box I bought like over a year ago, and there they all are, 30 of them, 30 brand new glue sticks. But yeah, so I picked one up because like I said, I was almost out. Plus, I went like 6 months ago and tried to buy a box, and they were like $10. They were like 10 or 10 something. And I was thinking, well, I'm not going to pay that much for this when I got it, before for $5. So I just said, I'll skip it for now. I have a few. And then, so yeah, I still have a couple left, I think, and got, just checked for some reason. I decided to check. I don't know if they came up automatically or I checked, but they were five something. So I would say if you need those, check and see if the price on Amazon is still lower, because apparently it's a good time to get them. And then I got a bag of these, or package of these tassels. So they would, I thought they would come in handy. I do have a little project in mind. I wanted to see if I can make some bookmarks out of some of my pretty scrapbook paper scraps, that are long enough for the bookmark size. And I want to laminate them, and I wanted a pretty tassel to put on them. So, and I didn't want to try to make it or anything. And these were, I don't remember how much these were. I'm going to try to remember to link these in my Amazon affiliate links under this video. And it'll be there from now on, but I'll link this set. But it's a lot here, as you can see, every color that you could probably think of. I'll let you look at it for a second so you can see all the colors. There's a little turquoisey one, blue, pink, like a royal blue, a pretty yellow. This is kind of if you're putting one, using one for, they can coordinate with what you have, and they can also be like this could be a more vintagey looking one. There's some white in here, two different colors of green. So there's a pretty kind of bronze color there, brown. Yeah, so lots of colors. So I was happy to get those. I've never bought that before. And just kind of, have been thinking about this project for a very long time now, actually. Probably over the last year, I've been thinking I would like to do that, and I just haven't done it. And so I started thinking more about what do I need to actually finish this. It's a simple project, right? But what do I actually need to finish something like that? So yeah, I got those, and they were a good price. I just don't remember the price offhand right now. It's been a few weeks 2 or 3 weeks since I got them. And then this right here, I haven't opened it yet. It came like this, wrapped in this cellophane. Nice cellophane package. I ordered all three of these things at the same time from Amazon, so they came all together. But let's open this up. So I saw these. I've never seen anyone use these except for Anna from Anna Chateau. She uses these, and she showed these in one of her videos, and she uses them in her journals. And I thought, I looked them up. They're a little bit more than I wanted to pay. They were like $13 or $13.99, but I still think they're probably a good price for what you get. So, it's brand new paper, and you get several colors. And if you can see, that's their landscape instead of the 8.5 by 11, paper pads like this with the lines. they're instead of the portrait or 8.5 by 11, you know, where it's thinner and taller, these are landscapes. So let me see if they're actually 8.5 by 11 sideways. I don't remember. So this way they are, no, well, a little over 8.5 this way. So they're almost 9 inches this way. Of course, you can always trim them down. And then they're 11 inches this way. So you get several colors. Yep, I'm hearing noises. Sorry, I keep kind of stopping. Yellow, I think is my ice maker probably. Yellow, this purple color, pink, pretty pink, a pretty green, and a pretty blue. So that's, you know, not only the landscape, but the different colors. So let's see how, like I said, this is the first time I've opened them. So you can always cut it off here, but I think it's probably, is it perforated at the top? I mean, usually these paper pads are perforated. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, is it tearing or is it, yeah, there's a little, okay, I'll show you after I get it taken off. So the thing is, you know how if you use 8.5 by 11, a lot of times you'll turn them sideways and the lines are going this way, which is fine. I think that would be fun to actually write across the lines or turn and have a page where you're writing sideways. I think that would be really interesting in a journal, so I've never hesitated to do that. But when I saw her using these, I was like, oh my goodness, I think that would be so perfect. So here's what they look like. Let's see. Let me flip it this way. So this first page has a little bit of a wrinkleage here. So I'm still going to use it, but I want it to look nice right here when I fold it. So here's what it looks like if you're putting it into a journal. You'll be able to fold it. Have your lines going the right way if you're a stickler for that. And I actually do try to put things this way upright and not going sideways if there's any way that I can. And of course there's always a way, but sometimes, you know, like with paper, the 8.5 11 by paper like this, I'd rather just use that one piece and turn it sideways. But this is, I thought it really cool. I don't know, I think this is college ruled. And I don't know if they have the regular, you know, wider ruled ones. I really didn't pay attention to that. And it didn't really matter to me one way or the other. But there you go. So when you fold it in half, of course, I'll go ahead and measure. I already gave you the measurements, but just so you don't have to do math. 5.5 inches wide and about, well, we already measured this way, but I'll tell you again, it's about 9. Well, see, it's a little less now because we tore it off of here, so I'll explain that in a second. So once I tore it off the paper pad, it is, I'm trying to see the top, it's blending in with the other paper underneath here. I want to tell you exact measurement, pretty much. 8 3/4, and that's because when you tear it off the perforation, there's a little lip of like paper right there. You see the black, and then there's a little paper that it left behind too. So it's a little shorter than I first measured because I measured right up to the black. So anyway, I thought that was really cool, and that was, if you don't know Anna, you can check out her channel, which I'll try to also remember to link below. Anna, but it's called Anna's Chateau, and I believe you run it all together. If you run it all together, ANNA apostrophe S Chateau, you know the word Chateau, CHATEAU, in case you don't, in case you're not understanding what I'm saying. Then her channel will come up. I know I've put it in different ways, and her channel wouldn't come up. So, but when I ran it all together with that apostrophe in there, I think it came up right away. So, just telling you my experience there with trying to get her channel to pop up. But I'll have a link below, so, but in case I forget to link it, there you go. So anyway, that was a cool thing that I thought was really cool, and would, you can cut that down if it's too tall, things like that. So I think that's going to be really fun. And, like the different colors to use in my journals. So now everything else is from a thrift store. And so I found some Christmassy books at one of my thrift stores that I usually go to almost every week. And I found this one I thought was really cute. Just a really adorable cover, front, back. There's a barcode on here. But this is called a golden scratch and sniff book. It has the little golden sign there, and little sign, and and a super cute little picture here, the sweet smell of Christmas, and you open it up, it has this pretty paper inside, and then it has, let me tell you, the copyright 1970. I'm going to make sure that's the latest date. Copyright 1970. Here's a Roman numerals. Let me see what that says. 1990. Oh, so it's later than that, but it's still vintage. 1993, I believe. So yeah, it's not, the copyright is in the 70s, but this was actually printed approximately 1993. So, but it's still vintage, in excellent shape. I don't know where it came from, who had it. You know, some Christmas books, I think, like maybe this, for example, people buy them for Christmas. It's a Christmas story for their kids, and then maybe you put it away with your Christmas stuff each year, and you get it out. You know, maybe read it once a year. Maybe once your kids get past a certain age, then you're really not reading it anymore. So it really doesn't get a lot of wear on it. But also, this is, let me see it. Here's one more thing I wanted to tell you about it. This is by, this is, I was just noticing this, The Sweet Smell of Christmas by Patricia Sheree. Spelled the same way as Richard Sheree. So I don't know if that's a relation to Richard Sheree or not, but I would think probably. But yeah, really cute images. Everything's perfect in here. So I thought this would be a really cute, what was that yellow mark in the middle of that pie? Oh, somebody put a sticker there. There's a sticker right there. Okay, I was like, what is that yellow dot? Anyway, yeah, I thought this would be a cute journal. It's pretty wide, but not, it's not super tall or anything. It's tall enough, but once I cut off the spine, if I make this into a journal, it will be about 9.5 inches wide, and it's about 9.5 inches tall. So about a square there. So then the next little set of books I found, I don't think I've ever seen these before, but I found them at my thrift store, and I thought they were just so adorable. Like every one I loved. So these are all I found, I think, unless I have more in another stack. I might have more in another stack, because I went twice, and I think I might have found these twice. So this is one time that I went, and then I went again and might have found a few more, but I'll have those for you in another video. But anyway, the first time I found these, this is what I found, and they're called Country Woman Christmas. Never saw these before. This one's 2009. But look at that cover. Little Christmas treats. They're sitting on a tiered tray. There's a little, what looks like a train down here. These look like cupcakes. These look like little candies. Just really cute. Here's the back. So let's see. Let me show you what's in here. First of all, this looks pretty much brand new. There's a little wrinklage on this paper right here, but so I don't know what happened there. Just this one, right, and this one here too. But I still would use those. There's not, they don't look super damaged or anything. So what is in this type of book? I've never seen it before. It reminded me of the Southern Living Christmas books. These are a little smaller. So there's crafts. So there's a pattern, and here's some crafts and patterns. All really cute pages to use in journals. And then there's some, besides the crafts, I think, did I just see a recipe? Yeah, like here's recipes for, this is what was on the front. Santa's Workshop cupcakes, so there's all the recipes. So lots of recipes and pretty pages like this with the cookies. And let's see what else is in here. I want to see if there's decorating in here too, or is it just crafts and recipes? Lots of recipes still. Very nice. Cranberry coffee cake, great for Christmas morning. If you like cranberry flavor. And here's okay, here's more recipes. Purse cake, cranberry hot toddies. Gather girlfriends for an after shopping party. There's a little, information on what you can do. I like the little fashion show here with the girls and their coats, and they're out shopping at Christmas. Okay, so here's some little, I don't know if I would call these crafting or decor, but possibly both. That's cute. Little kind of Charlie Brown looking Christmas tree. A Thrifty Christmas. What you can do with a compact disc dazzle. Using it for some kind of decoration there. So here's a little home decor here in the front. Showing handcrafted items. Yeah, a little home decor. So really cute. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't had time to look through these yet, but I just looked at them enough to know, like, I love these. So I'm going to show you the rest. Just one second. Okay, so I need to finish this up. My son is putting in a new floor. He just drove up. He's putting in a new floor in the bathroom upstairs today because they moved out and they feel like they feel like they damaged a little bit the bathroom floor. I think it would be okay, but I was like, well, if you really think it needs it, go ahead. More power to you. So there may be some noise, and I'm going to finish this up real quick. But 2002 Countrywoman Christmas. Cute little, there's a reindeer, a cake, a gift back there. So I'm just going to go through this one real quick, and much quicker than the first one. I just hadn't, like I said, hadn't looked through those yet. So, but my plan is to make journals out of these, and then I've put some of the Southern Living ones because there's so many. I have so many now, Southern Living and these, and there's no way that I can make journals out of all of those. And I don't really want to have to store them, so I have put some of the Christmas Living ones in my shop. So I'm just showing you real quick here. Same type of things. Decor, crafts, recipes. Oh, look at that. I love cookie pictures. But yeah, that's the plan. Oh my goodness, another pretty page. Good idea for hors d'oeuvres. Little, whatever those are. They look like cherries inside. Ooh, yum. Apparently some good recipes. Some decor here in the kitchen. That looks like a older kitchen, 2002. Yeah, there's going to be noise upstairs, so I'll finish up quick. 2007 with this. This is a bread, looks like a bread Santa. So, and I'll just flip through. So this is 2007. Let's just show you, if you see these, they look really cool. Look at that red coffee cup. It's plain, but it looks pretty in this picture, doesn't it? So, yeah, really loving these. So stay tuned. I think I found a few more of these the next time I went, because they have so many books. And these were stacked in a pile instead of on a bookshelf like that where I could see them really well. So I had to drag out this pile and I found these. And then the next week, I think there were more in that pile. Maybe they put more out by the time I went back the next week. But yeah, I think I found 2 or 3 more the next week. So these are all the Countrywoman Christmas. Like I said, I've never seen these before. 2008, this cool looking soldier. Nutcracker and present cakes. The back of this one. Yeah, there's going to be some banging on the ceiling or the floor up there, ceiling down here. So I know you guys don't want to hear that, so I'm going to try to work my videos, any videos I do today, around that. But maybe he'll get it done pretty quick, and. It's a small bathroom. You know how it's not a huge bathroom. It's upstairs, small bathroom. So he's going to tear up the old floor. It's not actually old. We put it in a few years ago, But he has, you know, he had his animals up there, his cats and his dogs. And then those two, you know, they don't have a child yet. Their child is on the way in April. I'll be having another grandchild. So more pretty pictures in this one. But yeah, they felt like between all the cats and the dogs and them, somehow they feel like they damaged the floor. So I'm like, you know, I would really hate for you to have to do that. But if you really think it's needed, you know, he has done this type of floor several times before, so he knows how to do it and do it quick. So I'm sure he'll get it done within, well, probably in a few hours. So 3 or 4 hours he'll have it done. So thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed everything. And if you have any questions, if I forget to link something, give me a little kind, nice nudge, and I'll go get the link that I said I would put here, and I did, and I forgot. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.